Hello, my name is Mrs. Bonnie Bear. I'm a speech pathologist at College Park Elementary School. Today I want to read you a really fun book called The Secret Shortcut. It's a very fun and creative adventure that two boys have on their way to school. Let's get started. The Secret Shortcut by Mark Teague. On Monday, Wendell and Floyd were late for school. They had nearly been captured by space creatures, they told their teacher. Ridiculous, said Miss Gernsblatt, and she warned them not to let it happen again. But Tuesday was no better. Pirates were loose in the neighborhood. It was sheer bad luck. Wendell and Floyd explained when they showed up late for school. Preposterous, said Mrs. Gernsblatt. On Wednesday, even though Wendell and Floyd left early, a plague of frogs made them late once again. Absurd, cried their teacher. I'm warning you, be here on time tomorrow or else. And no more crazy excuses. There's got to be a better way to get to school on time, said Wendell. We'll just have to leave earlier. Floyd arrived at Wendell's house so early the next morning that the sun was barely up, and Wendell was still in his pajamas. I've got an idea, said Wendell, as he quickly got dressed. We'll follow my secret shortcut and get to school even sooner. Shortcut? Asked Floyd. I didn't know there was any good shortcuts to school. This is the secretest shortcut of all, said Wendell. In fact, I invented it myself. He led Floyd up the alley by the Oaklicks' backyard, then down a culvert, over a fence, and through a dense thicket of blackberry vines. Then they scrambled over some boulders, down a steep bank, and across a narrow stream. This is some shortcut, said Floyd. Relax, said Wendell. We'll be there in a minute. But the forest became thicker and darker. Soon it was hung with vines. The screeches of strange jungle animals echoed all around. Maybe we took a wrong turn, said Floyd. I'm pretty sure the school is right up ahead, Wendell told them. But the jungle only grew wilder. And when the boys finally came to a trail, it didn't lead straight to the school as they had hoped. Instead, it meandered through quicksand, swamps, and past large, sleeping crocodiles. And across a deep, rocky gorge. It began to get late. This is going to be hard to explain, said Floyd. They stood in a small clearing. I have an idea, said Wendell. We'll climb a tree and see if we can spot the school. They chose the biggest, tallest tree they could find and climbed all the way to the top. Do you see the school? Asked Wendell. I don't even see the town, said Floyd. They watched some monkeys playing in the treetops. I have another idea, said Wendell. What is it? Asked Floyd. He was getting tired of Wendell's ideas. We'll swing from these vines just like the monkeys, said Wendell. That way we'll travel much faster. Soon they were swinging from vine to vine. This isn't bad, shouted Floyd. I bet we'll make good time. I knew this shortcut would work, Wendell crowed, but at that moment they ran out of vines. The boys landed plop plop in a giant puddle of mud. Now what do we do? Asked Floyd. I don't know, said Wendell. I'm out of ideas. They sat in the puddle and thought about all the trouble they were going to be in. Mrs. Gernsblatt will never believe this story, said Wendell. It is sort of crazy, said Floyd. Just then, from far away, they heard a school bell ring. Did you hear that? Cried Wendell. That was the first bell. We can still make it if we run. They ran until the jungle gave way to the forest, and the forest became the woods. And then they scurried through the Motleys' backyard and up the hill to the school. They flew through the door of Mrs. Gernsblatt's room and landed squishily in their seat just as the late bell rang. Well, you made it, said their teacher, and just in time. But how on earth did you get so muddy just walking to school? Floyd looked at Wendell. Wendell looked at Floyd. On second thought, said Mrs. Gernsblatt, maybe you'd better not say. During recess, Wendell and Floyd sat in the sun to give the mud a chance to dry. At least we finally got to school on time, said Wendell. That's the main thing, Floyd agreed, and in fact, it was quite a while before they were late to school again. Even so, they never did find a really good shortcut. The end. And that was The Secret Shortcut by Mark Teague. Goodbye.